9 minutes into the game now. What a touch! Is that TK? It's TK plays it to Isak. Isak. Ooh, good save, keeping their post. I honestly, that's a. It's TK's. This 4-4-2 might work. This 4-4-2 might work. I'm looking at the way we're playing, and I'm thinking, yo, this is that. Sorry, that was Gakpo. Gakpo, great touch, and then plays to Isak. Sorry, is this a diamond that we're playing right now, or is this a straight 4-4-2? Because I think no Salah for today. I don't think as well. Frimpong, he's certainly trying stuff out. Slot. Isak should have scored earlier as well. Big chance missed there. Crossed it in from a corner, headed out, back to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai plays it back. This is a must-win game, by the way. Out of every game, this is the game that we should win. This is the game. I'd say, yo, end this winless run now. This has to go. Just honestly, I think Kaiser has to go bend over backwards just to start football games for us. I literally think Kaiser might have to bend over backwards just to start football games for us. Because what are we doing? Kaiser's had performance after performance, and he still can't start a game. He still can't start a game. Every single week you see him come on and get a goal, get an assist. Honestly, fight for the badge. That's what he does. He runs and does everything. Literally against Manchester United, saw that he fought and fought and fought. Against Southampton, he got a goal. He got assists. Against what's it called? Against Chelsea, he played well. Like who's it against Chelsea? I don't think it's against Chelsea. Against Bournemouth, come on and done well. How many times do you need? How many more times does he need before he actually starts a game of football for us? Because honestly, I think he's good enough. He's good enough. He's sharp enough to start games for us. You can tell he just puts it all on the line. And Frimpong is doing well there. I think Frimpong is getting back into it as well. I saw from the last game against United that he is at least I think he's match sharp. He can play on the right hand side. Whether it's on the right wing or I don't think he's a right back. That's the only thing. I think he's just been misprofiled. He's not a right back. He's not a right back for me. He's a right winger. Frimpong's a right winger. Have the Champions League hat on for the Champions League night. I hope you can perform something special. I just want an easy win. That's all I want. We've not had that all season. Just one win where we could just batter a team. And I think that's the same thing with all the teams do every week, where they play low block and they counter and they can get a result against us. And I think Frankfurt are doing the same here. Play one deep block, counter, and win the game. Szoboszlai on the ball. Szoboszlai, who has been performing recently, he's been performing every single week pretty much. He honestly, the bare minimum, all he does is run, and he's been doing a bit more than that recently. Of course he's been performing just in general. It doesn't need to just run. Honestly, all you have to do is perform. And Isak is through there. We've lost the ball in the middle of the park. Frankfurt trying to play out, but we collect the ball. Give us a second. Frimpong loses the ball, but it's foul. Is that foul? Is that a Frankfurt foul? How's he giving it away there? What's happened? They're both grabbing each other. How's that a Frankfurt foul? They're both grabbing each other. What's going on? How is that a foul to Frankfurt if they're both clearly grabbing each other? Zetera. Oh, weird name for a goalkeeper. It goes long. Van Dijk heads it away. It's TK, I think that is. Honestly, with the short hair TK's got, it's easy to confuse him with Gakpo right now. Don't know why he's done that. I like the curly hair more. Probably thought new club, new haircut. Still got the same technique though. Frimpong on the right hand side. Oh, looks like he's hurt. Stop the game. I think he's hurt. He's going down. Oh my god! Don't say you're coming off the pitch. This is your first start in how long now? What happened? Is he done? God's sake, man. Don't tell me that one run got him. Hamstring, yo. He's honestly, you might. Oh, his pace might be gone, bro. Hamstring injuries for a guy that relies on pace. Yeah, that's not good. That's not a good sign. We've only got one right back now. If you don't count Joe Gomez, that is. And Szoboszlai can play though as well, but you don't want Szoboszlai playing on the right hand side, man. 12. Bradley. Yeah, you don't want F the Szoboszlai right back gimmick, bro. I don't want to see that one. Connor Bradley on. It looks like he's got no competition now. If you don't count, if Frimpong's always injured. Szoboszlai plays it into Curtis Jones diverts on the left hand side. I think Verts is always better on the 10. I can't lie. I don't. I'm not a fan of this Verts on the left hand side thing. Bradley, nice touch on the right hand side, beautiful. So I was like, this 4-4-2 stuff is maybe it's a good thing. I think Salah could work on this 4-4-2 in this 4-4-2 game. If you get him in the forwards positions, Verts tries to cross it in. It lands to TK to Soboslai back to the left hand side to Cody Gakpo. The keeper collects. Is this going to be like this whole game? Just shuffle the ball to either wing and then cross it in and then. Because if you can't play it through, then what's the point? Yeah, why are we going back there? Verts, why are you going back? There's a forward pass there to make. They're scared of making forward passes, I honestly think. Break some lines, lads. Oh my god, man. Are you actually scared of making forward passes? I actually want to know, is this team scared of making forward passes? Go on. Break something. Break a line at least sideways. Back to the left hand side. Gakpo. Plays it back. Back to Gakpo again. Corner ball. It's just going to the wings and inshallah. That's what it seems like to me. Just go to the wings and pray. Gakpo on the corner. 6'5" down in the corner is insane, bro. What has life come to, bro? What has football come to? A lot of people falling down the box, foul to Frankfurt. Crazy. 6'5" guys taking corners. What has football come to, man? Kanate, what are you doing? Looks like 4-2-2-2. Looks like what Arne Slot played with Feyenoord. I remember looking at a lot of the tapes when it comes to Arne Slot and Feyenoord, and he did love playing that 4-2-2-2, and now he's gone back to it. I think this is his system. This is his way of playing. So definitely, this is a season where you can judge Arne Slot the most in terms of his managerial capabilities. I understand why people say last year Klopp's kind of tactics, but it's Slot's tactics and Klopp's tactics are not far off. It's just a lot more control, which means that the games are a lot more boring. It's a foul to Frankfurt. It was offside. So anyway, so. Keeper's on the ball again. Over the free kick. Boots it long. That's really on the ball now. Come on, lads. Up the tempo. Flipping hell, man. Up the tempo, man. There we go. At least some 1-2s in the middle of the park. That's what they need. Come on. Get it a bit quicker. Robertson. This is the similar side that I put out as I wanted the team to put out, other than the fact that Chiesa should be playing over. Chiesa should be playing over. I think Isak on the bench. I thought Isak would be on the bench. That Tiko would start and Chiesa would be playing, but pretty much is the team that I would put out the same way. ball around nicely now. Ooh. Deflected to Gakpo. Gakpo didn't expect it to come to him, it looked like. It went behind him. Yeah, they're not trying to win this game, Frankfurt. They're trying to keep the ball. They're trying to just hold it to 0-0 for as long as possible, and see if you can smash and grab this game. See if you can grab this game, and later on it looks like. They're definitely here for a smash and grab. Frankfurt played out nicely now. Wow. On the left hand side, they've gone through the middle. There's no one there. They went to the right for I don't know what reason. Robertson's there. Oh, and they've scored! Frankfurt scored. It's 1-0 to Frankfurt. Oh my god. Oh my god, we're going to lose 5 games in a row. We're going to lose 5 games in a row, lads. If this continues, we're losing 5 games in a row. It's 1-0 to Frankfurt. What is going on with Liverpool Football Club? Seriously now. What is going on? It's so easy to play out. Because we seem to have barely any press. And then Wirtz loses the ball on the right hand side. And it just seemed way too easy for them to beat the press. Easily. So easily. Like it was nothing. Like it was a knife through butter. Way too easy. Way too easy. And we're losing yet again. We're down yet again. 5 games in a row. This is insane. Mamardashvili, no chance. Hit the post and in. Frankfurt fans going mental. Yeah, this is a joke. Insane. We're actually going to lose 5 games in a row here. We're going to lose. I don't know where. Can we buy a win? I'm waiting for us to, honestly. Frankfurt on the attack again. Luckily, Mamardashvili collects it. What are we doing? Etatike, is that Soboslai's running now? Plays it to Wirtz. Wirtz to Isak. Back to Isak again. Isak loses the ball. But it's back to us. What are we doing? What are we doing? Seriously, what are we doing? Skill says losing to United at Anfield. Come on, we're losing right now, bro. Nothing special at this point. We're not. It's not special, man. Nothing special, bro. No one special. We're losing. How many games in a row now? We've been down now. No one special. Wirtz on the left hand side. Plays it to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones back to Robertson. Sorry, that is, crosses it in and it's a corner to Liverpool again. This is just, it's just basic. Honestly, the most basic way of playing. That honestly, we are rubbish. I'm sorry to tell you, lads, we're rubbish. I'm sorry. This is not an identity. It's not a way of playing. I thought Slot had it sorted. But it's the same thing. It looks like the same thing. Whatever formation he played. 4-2-2, it could be a 4-4-2, it could be a 4-3-3, it could be a 4-2-3-1. They're playing the same way. They're not making any line breaking passes. All they're doing is just passing it sideways, going to the left hand side, going to the right hand side, corner to Liverpool. If not, it's literally pray. It's the left hand side, across it in, keeper's ball. Honestly. Wirtz on the ball now. On the right hand side to Conor Bradley. It's the Frankfurt ball, it looks like. That's Frankfurt ball, yeah. Hit Conor Bradley last. But this is a joke. When are we buying our next win? This is, if you honestly, when it comes to Champions League pretty much starts in March. But if you don't get top 8, at least if you don't get top 8, what are we doing here, bro? I understand PSG didn't get top 8 last season, but like legit, we're trying to knock ourselves out of the Champions League, bro. But if we don't get top 8, PSG played who did they play in the knockout stages? The knockout phase, the ones they did play Brest or something, I think it was. They didn't play tough games. You can get lucky, but I still think you can get very unlucky too. We got PSG in the last 16, man. Last season, insane, man. Robertson to Gakpo. Can we play it through the middle this time? No space, it looks like. I feel like there is space. They just need to. Where's the invention? Where's the je ne sais quoi? Where's that from this team? Because Verts is meant to have it. Someone this team is meant to pass forward here, bro. Someone this team is meant to find something out of nothing. Create something out of nothing here. That's what I'm trying to say to you. We're missing that. And that was Trent. That was legit Trent, bro. That was Trent. If Trent was still here, we'd win the quad. I actually think if Trent was still here, we'd win the quad. Crossed it in. The referee's not having a handball here. Gakpo tries to go past his man. Loses it out to the right back. I don't know these names, these Frankfurt names, bro. Don't get me. Honestly. Konate is Virgil van Dijk out to Robertson. Players are playing the same way every single week. Every single week. It's not changing. Szoboszlai to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones. Great pass to Gakpo there. Still want to pass sideways though. Curtis Jones. Szoboszlai to Bradley. Well, losing space here. Szoboszlai. Who's going to create? Plays it to Gakpo. Nice ball. Gakpo can cross it in now. He plays to Conor Bradley. What a save! What a save! What a save! Keeper. He's headed it down nicely, Conor Bradley. But Zetera, the Frankfurt goalie saves it. Big save. The first time we've moved the ball actually pretty well during the game. One of the first times anyway. Isak's had a chance as well. But we're actually a goal down to Frankfurt. Can we actually get this win now? Can we get this equalizer first? And forget the win. Get the equalizer first. Gakpo crosses in from the corner. Keeper's down. Verts carries on. Keeper, referee calls a free kick. Szoboszlai, great pass out to the right hand side. Left hand side, sorry. Gakpo crosses it in. Conor Bradley. Keeper saves it incredibly there. It's a good height for the keeper, to be fair. I'm guessing Conor Bradley's not used to getting a lot of headers in the box anyway. I can't even say that loss to United as a one-off. Because it wasn't. We miss a lot of chances. And we do miss a lot of chances, but oh my god, we just got spun again. And Frankfurt look to play out the press. Down the left-hand side, they go. Back to the middle. It's like the players refused to track back as well. And in that last goal, we could see it. They didn't want to do the dirty work. Carragher might be right. Honestly. And we're through now. Etitike's through. He's through 101. Can he score? He does! Hugo Etitike scores for Liverpool. And it's 1-1. He doesn't celebrate against his former club, of course. I forgot to change the scores. Forgot it's 1. It's 1-1 now. Game on. Robertson plays the ball beautifully to Hugo Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike runs, goes through, and slots it in between the keeper. Can we do this again now? Bradley on the right hand side, all alone. All that space to run into. Goes back. Are you scared, honestly, to pass forward? What are we doing here, bro? Ekitike crosses it in. Gets it back. Wins it back brilliantly. Loses it out. Kanate. Bradley on the ball now. To Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. To Wirtz. Wirtz to Bradley. Bradley to Virgil van Dijk. Robertson. Robertson crosses it in brilliantly. And it was a teasing cross Robertson had early, very early. He took that cross there. And it's gone out for a corner. All I asked is just for an easy game. We can't even do that recently. I know it's 4 away games in the last 5 that we've lost as well. So, but when we came to Anfield against Manchester United, I thought we'd do it. I thought we'd break the duck because it's at Anfield. So why have we conceded the first goal every single time? That disappoints me, man. Szoboszlai crosses it in to Bradley. Bradley, that's an awful pass. Szoboszlai wins it though. How on earth did he win that back, Szoboszlai? Ahmedas really plays it to Andy Robertson, I think that is. Who's that? Who's that on the left hand side? Hey, Robertson. 1-2 quickly. 1-2 Liverpool plays. Then he's overhooked it. Isak's overhooked it a bit there on the left hand side. Actually, it's a corner to Liverpool. That's crazy. It's crazy. It's 2-1. There we go. That's it. There we go. And it's a crossing. One header. Bang. 2-1. Back in it. Crossing from Gakpo. Virgil van Dijk. Who else but the captain to make it 2-1 to Liverpool? Come on. Break this duck, man. Break this duck. Quickly, let me change this scoreline. Freaking hell, man. 2-1. Let's go. And just as quickly as we conceded, pretty much, we scored 2. Oh, and Frankfurt are through. Still got it's a 4v4 though. Players come back, and it's in. They go inside the middle. Virgil van Dijk clears it. They should have done better with that one there, Frankfurt. Should have probably scored there. That's a big chance from them. For them anyway. I think they're going for a long throw here. Theatre. I don't know how to pronounce the name. That what? How do you pronounce that name, bro? Thate, what? Thete. Frankfurt down in the box. Frankfurt down in the box. In our Liverpool box, anyway. Liverpool box. Stop the game. He looks like he's hurt pretty bad. Robin Koch. Former Leeds. He looks like he's hurt pretty bad there. They played it brilliantly, blocked by Bradley, but is that Doan? Is that Doan? Wonder Kid. Hugo Etike and Virgil van Dijk, the goal scorers. Honestly, every single time Etike started, pretty much, I think he scored for us. Every time he started for us, he scored. And we've literally given his great run of form away just for Alexander Isak. Etike's goal, brilliantly tucked away. And Virgil van Dijk heads it brilliantly again. Frank found the ball now. Long. Goes long. Keeper goes long. Oh, and they're good. They're through on the right hand side here. Doan. Nicely intercepted by Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk plays it to Robertson. Robertson to Soboslai. Soboslai to Bradley. Bradley to Wirtz. Beautifully to Etike now. Let's see what Etike can do with it. He does well with Etike. Plays it to Isak. Then the defender heads it out for a corner. Liverpool playing much better football here. Look what changes when you just don't be so predictable. I think what changes is the man, the myth, the legend, Hugo Etike. He's got something about him he's got a bit of Nunes to him, where he's got the chaos and it's the unpredictability to him, but he's just a bagsman and can finish. He's got that technical ability to go with it as well. It makes you think, why did you even sign Alexander Isak? We got this player right here. Oh, what a header! And it's Konate, and it's a cross from Soboslai and a header from Konate to make it 3-1 Liverpool. 7-piece FC, it looks like right now. Who said Arsenal like scoring set pieces? We love it too. Kanate free in the box for the header. Keeper goes long now. Kanate woods the ball over. Robertson plays it back to Mamadashvili. Mamadashvili to Virgil van Dijk. Just the lack of just stop the complacency. That's all I ask. Keep it tight. Get more goals. Cause still a 2-goal lead is still a dangerous one. Bradley wins it. Nice Cruyff turn. Bradley goes again, tries to beat his man, loses it out, and gives away a foul. Fite. Keepers know this, has this free kick for so many times now, and goes along. And Virgil van Dijk heads it. Same thing every game. Verts to Etike though. Etike is moving on the right hand side by himself. He can cross it in, but he plays it to Verts. Verts didn't expect it to come to him, it looked like. And it's bounced off him. Konate now to Virgil van Dijk. To Robertson, there you go. Come on. Verts. So it's Robertson, sorry. Verts. Soboslai to Robertson. Gakpo. Robertson plays it out and crosses it in. Sorry, I thought he played it out wide to the right hand side for a second. Frankfurt trying to play out through it. Etike brilliantly won there. Can he do it again? No, he doesn't. He loses it out. And Frankfurt now going through that right hand side with the goal scorer Christensen. They play it well through that right hand side. Frankfurt's still on the board here. Cross it in. No one there to collect it though, other than Mamadashvili. He throws it to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz running that right hand side. Running through that right hand side. Cruyff turns. And it's back to Soboslai. Soboslai to Etike. He's loving the right hand side for this moment. Florian Wirtz to Soboslai. It's no help it looks like. What's going on here? Soboslai. No one's moving. Don't have to force anything though. 3-1 up. Kind of to Etike to Wirtz to Etike again. To Wirtz. Soboslai. Looks like we don't mind keeping the ball. It looks like now with I don't mind doing this when we're 3-1 up, lads. I don't mind playing like this. 3-1 up. 4-0 up. 3-0 up. I don't mind doing the passing, the sideways when the 3-0 up, 2-0 up, 4-0 up. I wouldn't mind that, bro. But when it comes to like what we're doing when doing this, I I 1-0 down or 1-1. Like, come on now. We need to move the ball forward. That's what I'd say. there's control and there's laziness, and I think this is what I felt like when these other games. And I feel like we haven't scored from our way of playing. We scored two set pieces and one long pass from Robertson. So it doesn't feel like the the team that we know. Half time though, we're winning, but is it convincing? I would say is it like convincing like in terms of other games. I look at other games. I think are we gonna keep winning like this? Not like I don't think we can. That's what I'm trying to say to you. I don't think. What can we play? Let's play the way that we play. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Let's play the way that we play. Look at that's what it feels like to me. It just feels like yeah, we're winning. Let's look at some of the reactions. Um, can't believe I'm saying this, but this club really needs to think about a contract extension to Slot. Yes, we're ahead, but this is really depressing how he said to the team, who's actually playing, or what is the idea? Think about that. Oh, we're talking about think about the contract extension in terms of not giving him it. Okay, who's actually even playing, what is the idea? It's not even like chemistry with new players, it's like how the team's organised. Feels weird to think of he's playing two strikers just because one of them cost 135 mil. If he didn't have a plan, he should have he should have went to someone like Pateta. Everybody playing us, knowing that he can score. Robertson and Hugo should never be on the bench again. I agree. Robertson should be starting games for us, and Hugo as TK should also be starting games for us. I agree with that one. Robertson hasn't done enough to warrant that he shouldn't be starting for me. That's what I'm trying to say to you. Players like Robertson hasn't done, and even Hugo at TK he shouldn't be on the bench. Finally, I'm watching the team, much better performance, but come on, Robbo again with poor defending, costing us a goal. He made up for it. Great assist for Hugo, though, distracting the keeper for Virgil's goal. But defensively, he's a concern. Yeah, a lot of people are concerned, honestly. A lot of the teams are concerned, especially in the first half. You saw they didn't come back quickly enough for the goal in general. They didn't come back quickly enough for the goal in general. Absolutely no excuses for Slot not to start at TK for all the upcoming games. Still not convincing enough this first half. See, is it convincing? That's the question I was asking. Is it convincing though? Is it like what we want? If you understand what I mean. What like I don't think this is the way we want to win games. Like going forward, I don't mind winning for now, because this is a win. Win is a win now. We'll take anything we can get. 4 losses in a row. I'll take anything we can get. But we need to find a way to win. Actually, like the way we play, with the way we play. That's what I'm saying. No role structure. System has to change. Don't know how many times you have to put these horrible performances before he changes the system. At least we're clinical so far today. I agree with that also. Against Manchester United, we played great. I think we had a great performance, but we didn't finish it. Didn't finish at all. I think we played better than them. We definitely played better than them. We just didn't finish. Luis Diaz scoring for Bayern Munich. Brilliant finish. Maybe we're missing a player like him. Maybe. Honestly. Direct. Someone that's direct. Someone that doesn't stop moving forwards. We need someone like that. Maybe we need someone like that. Because right now, I feel like some of the players don't know, forgetting that football, you gotta move forward sometimes, bro. You can't just play sideways. Someone saying this is the best we played all season. I don't think so. Real Madrid versus Juventus as well. Mbappe missing a big chance. Keeper saving it brilliantly, to be fair. Gakpo far too slow and repetitive. You can only cut in and pass or shoot so many times. Bang on Chiesa and tell Hugo to go left. Robertson and Hugo should never be on the bench again. Of course, someone says that. Let's get back to winning ways, one step at a time. I agree with that. one step at a time. But we're just thinking about the next game. Of course, this game, I feel like every single game, Palace to United to Galatasaray to Chelsea's the only one I expected us maybe to get even a draw. But to me, I'd say a draw would have been okay. I'd understand it, but every other game winnable. They're winnable. They're winnable. You should have won those games. That was a should. You should have won. That's it. Move on. You win. That's it. But yeah, one step at a time. But I still think about future games. Of course, the next game. Finally, I'm watching the team much better performance. But come on, Robbo again for defending. Salah in, Isak out. I love him, but he's not fit. And Salah Gakpo. Honestly, I can't even back that because Salah is absolute. Salah right now doesn't deserve to be anywhere near this first 11. Doesn't deserve to be anywhere near the first 11. I'm sorry to tell you. Salah right now doesn't deserve to be touching the first 11. Trying to think of anything else. In terms of confidence, if we win this game, it will be a massive boost. But Frankfurt have been about as bad as we have been with the defending. So I'm not really that impressed. But happy nonetheless. The system is weak against a strong midfield. We would get demolished. Also, is it just me? I agree with that. Against a top midfield, we probably would get battered. But against Man United, who don't have a top midfield, we lost. So it doesn't need to take a strong midfield just to batter us. Honestly, at this point, anyone could just counter-attack us and we'd lose. That's what it feels like. That's what it feels like right now. We don't even need a strong midfield against. No one needs a strong midfield. Okay, Slot might have found the recipe. No Salah, no pressure. And the lads have freedom to play. They just need to tune in as a team and clinical and the clinical at the final box. This is Isak's main job. We just need to score a goal, get his confidence up. Secondly, Robertson plays a part in maturing the team. Yes, defensive-wise, he might be slow, but he brings balance and stability in defense and midfield sometimes. It's slot tactic and possession football. We are okay in it, but we want clinical finishing and hunger at the final third. It will come. Believe. That's what he says. Honestly, I agree. I literally agree with you fully. I agree with you fully. I think Robertson in general, he just matures the team in terms of he knows how he's a vice captain for a reason. Vice captain for a reason. We get the vice captain on and get the captain on and calm the team down, especially in big games. I feel like we need a player like him in those games. In those little games, I feel like in any other game you probably can play Kirkheads, but in these big games, I think you play Robertson. In big games, you play Robertson. I'm trying to get excited, but I remember this Frankfurt who've had one of the worst defenses this season in the Bundesliga, and it's just half time, more to come, so it's not even finished for Frankfurt yet. Exactly. Honestly, I'm not gonna get too happy if you understand what I mean, because this is a Frankfurt team that lost 5-1 to Atletico Madrid. I think it is. Bro, they just get battered, this Frankfurt team. Who finished like that? Man got some good player. Like Carl. With time and patience, this team will do very well. Believe in Slot and his players. They'll never walk alone. Our defenders can't defend, but they can sure score. That's funny. Yeah, I'd 100% agree. The defenders literally can't defend, but Kanate and Virgil van Dijk did score. So who cares? Bring in Federico Chiesa. I'm just happy that Federico Chiesa is getting the love that he deserves, honestly. Because last year, I felt like he honestly, and especially in the first half of the season, of course he didn't start many games. Of course he wasn't fit as well for that first half of the season, but every single time he comes off a Liverpool Football Club, even last year, he always put in a shift. Always put in a shift, and I've loved him for years. Before, I feel like The Euros is when I fell in love with him. I think the Euros is when I fell in love with Chiesa. Euro 2020, or 2021, or whatever you want to call it. But that is the one way we in general I definitely fell in love with the player, and it was worth 75 million at one point. And I remember Liverpool were linked to them, and we finally got him for 14 million. Or is it two seasons ago now? Or a season and a half ago, whatever you want to call it. And we've got him, and he's playing, and because of his ACL injury, and I still think right now because of his ACL injury, it costs 40 million, but still, he's playing with his heart on his sleeve, with everything on the line. He's playing like he's broke. That's what he's doing. He's playing like he's broke. That's what he's doing right now. He's honestly, he wants to start in this team. He'll do anything to start in this team. That's what I love. That's what I love. Players like that is players that we need. We need in this team. Let's keep looking through some of the reactions. Someone says best half of the season so far. I don't agree. Salah holding all of our talented players back. That TK goal is great, but any other team and Robertson wouldn't get that ball. I'm trying to think. No Firmino on the wing, disappointing. No Federico Chiesa in the lineup again. It's shocking. That's true too. Gakpo corner strange. Don't care about the assist. Took Slot 30 minutes to push a striker out to the wide. I agree. It's changed it. Honestly, Slot's changing stuff a lot. He's working things out at least. Like Isak is better on the wings as well. Of course, you've seen it from Newcastle. He comes off the wings very well. The TK is a monster. Of course, at TK. We'd love to see it. All this TK stuff. Robertson over Lukaku's any day. Chiesa, the beautiful man that we're seeing right now, warming up in the half time. Good from Liverpool, a couple strong corners, but I'm looking at those three goals as one counter and two set pieces. The more important thing I'd want to see is for Liverpool how they can break down a low block when given less space, and what methods they'd repeat to do so. This is literally, I agree the same thing. Agree the same way. Trying to think of anything else. Feel for worst this season. Personally, he's been good given what he's been asked to do. Consistently been asked to do roles to minimize the weakness of the side because he's a fairly complete player, dropping deep. 1 second, is Chiesa getting tactics right now? Is Chiesa coming on? If Chiesa comes on and bro, I might be fully invested, bro. Second half looks like it's about to start, but if Chiesa comes on, players are doing some light jogging. Oh, that Mario Götze is in this. Forgot about Mario Götze. Chiesa's coming on. I love this sport, man. Finally, man. This is what we've been saying, man. He's coming up for Isak. Wow. Well, the half started. Soboslai plays it to Wirtz. Wirtz to Connor Bradley. Connor Bradley to Soboslai. I just hope that now that Chiesa comes on, there's a change in the way we play. Because honestly, someone needs to like what's the word? Sacrifice for the team, and I think Chiesa can do that. Honestly, he can play the way we want to play. So look at the play though. Robertson crosses it in. Even for the wingers, like there's something has to give. Gakpo to Chiesa to Robertson. Sorry, I'm thinking about Chiesa too much. To Curtis Jones. Chiesa's playing up front here. Normally he's better on the left, so Wirtz. Sorry, that's TK. TK to Wirtz. Wirtz played done well there. No one's there in the box though. That's the disappointing thing of having a player. Sorry, not having a player like Isak on the pitch. No one being in the box there. Kanate. Curtis Jones to Virgil van Dijk to Curtis Jones to Kanate to Connor Bradley. Tries to make his man there. He wins the ball back though. Tries to play it, loses it out to Soboslai wins it back though. It's TK to Wirtz. Wirtz tries to play it back to TK. There's a corner kick. Soboslai. On the corner. Looking for Outsinger. Ooh, it's a nice cross. It's a nice cross. Wirtz. To Chiesa! Oh my god! Chiesa goes for the theatrics. Oh my god! There's something about him, man. I'm sorry to tell you. There's something about him. I love him. Honestly, wow. Chiesa. Chiesa, what? That's insane. Chiesa. Throw in to Liverpool. Robertson. Can we find a way now? TK. He falls over. He just falls over at TK. It's another corner to Liverpool. I think Curtis Jones got to start for Liverpool from now on. From now on, I think Curtis Jones has to start for Liverpool. It's a TK too, of course. Gakpo. Crosses it in. Curtis Jones. To Bradley. To Robertson. Wow. Fouled. Yellow card. It's a TK. It's a Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones fouled by Doan. Referee gives him a yellow card. Honestly, Ritsu Doan, I think it was one of my favorite players in the World Cup 2024. Sorry, 2022. Sorry, World Cup 2024. World Cup 2022. World Cup 2022. He's one of my favorite players, bro. Just that Japan team. That Japan team was one of my favorite teams. Anyway, honestly, I loved them. I think was he the one of the scorers? Was he the scorer that the ball was on the line? I think it was. I think the ball was on the line and they didn't give it. The referee didn't give it. They checked VAR and also they didn't give it. But he was one of the scorers that had that one of those freak goals. Frankfurt tried to play out the Liverpool press now. They're playing out the back of one of the first times in the game. And they play well there until they lose it. Until the striker loses it anyway. Nauf. That's his name. Long ball up to Gakpo. Gakpo's just manhandled there, but he still has the ball. It's a free kick. Free kick to Liverpool. I'm guessing that Szoboszlai, Dom Szoboszlai, is going to be over this free kick. All over the free kick, Dom Szoboszlai, I think. Ooh, Cody Gakpo's got his hand on the ball there. Verts as well. Verts as well. Top free kick taker. Soboslai, top free kick taker. We've got two very, very good free kick takers there. Looks like Verts is taking it. This is Verts territory. He did score, I think, against Northern Ireland. A free kick like this, exactly like this. So he's shown that he can bag these. He's definitely taking it. Soboslai is in the wall. The Liverpool wall. Virgil van Dijk showing where the wall, telling the wall where to be to cover the goalkeeper's eye line. Verts takes it, keeper saves it. It's a good effort from Florian Verts. It's a very good effort from Florian Verts. Keeper had no choice but to punch it out. It's a corner to Liverpool now. They go back. Kanate. Tries to play it forward but loses the ball. But Conor Bradley does win it back and clears it. I think we'd look a lot more fluid, weirdly, without Isak on the pitch. And with Chiesa on it. Federico. Richard Dawn plays it. And gets it back. And Soboslai gives it away for a corner, I think it is. Whoa. Kanate. Frankfurt makes some substitutions. With their goal scorer coming off. Mamadashvili to Robertson. Robertson heads it to Curtis Jones. Mario Götze wins it. It's weird that Mario Götze is still playing football to this day after 9 years No, not on that. Was it 11 years? Oh my god, it's been 11 years since he scored that World Cup winning goal. Insane. 11 years. How time quickly goes by. Remember watching that when I was a kid. Oh my god. When I was a kid watching that. See him slap it with his left foot into the bottom right corner. Yeah, man. World Cup winner, Mara Goetze. Never expected it to be at Frankfurt this late into his career now. He was gonna go right. He was one of the wonder kids that would go right to the very top. Everyone expected him to go right to the top. Him going to Bayern Munich definitely didn't help him. Soboslai to Etike. Etike plays it to the right hand side to Verts. Verts Etike. We're moving the ball a lot quicker. I'd say that for free. What a ball! Oh, cut out nicely, man. The Frankfurt defenders. Kanate wins the header. Soboslai. Soboslai to Verts. Verts, gets stuck in between his feet. Kanate definitely wins the ball back here to Soboslai. To Bradley. Back to Soboslai. To Verts. Verts back to Soboslai. Oh, when he's dragged it wide. Verts done incredibly brilliantly well there. So did Soboslai, to be fair. Konate. Game is gotten a bit boring. Got a bit dry, drab. Robertson. Yep. At the TK. Oh. It's not your corner. To Robertson now. It's a throw in. Ooh, keeper saves onto the post. Is that Conor Bradley shot? He's back on the ball now. Ooh, Kaiser loses the ball there. Referee's not giving a penalty to TK there. Who made this video? I want to show it to you guys. I'll show it to you guys. Someone's like plays it through to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz can play it to Gakpo, and he does, and he scores, and it's 4-1. And it's 4. Florian Wirtz is not 0-10 anymore, I guess. Whatever it was anyway. We're winning 4-1. Second half is much better from us. Much better. We're playing much better the second half. We finally win a game. Wow, on the attack again, Chiesa. Chiesa to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai's tried to unselfishly play it. Gakpo juggles the ball. He gets offside there. I tell you what, the fluidity on the pitch I'm seeing is much better than I was seeing before. Szoboszlai shoots and it's 5-1. It's 5. I can't believe my eyes. We could have lost 5 in a row. But Liverpool just said, no, we'll make it 5. 5-1 to Liverpool, that is. Wow, oh, wow. 5-1 to the Reds. 5-1 to the Reds. Am I gonna complain? From this second half, I'm not complaining. I can tell you what. This second half has been one of our best halves of football so far. In the whole season. Honestly, we've been playing good football, finding a way to win. Other than, of course, like just playing it sideways. We've been moving it forward a lot more. We've been finding a lot more breaking. We've been breaking the lines a lot more the second half. We've been doing so much better. So much better. Of course, Frankfurt is one of the worst defensive sides in the world, bro, at this point. Because they've conceded 5. It's been 5-1 against Atletico Madrid as well. They're one of the worst sides. But, yeah. And Atletico Madrid did concede 4 that day as well. Which is crazy, yeah. But as I was saying, I'm not going to get too ahead of myself, sorry. But this is one of the best halves of football that I've seen Liverpool have, honestly. Genuinely, definitely one of the best halves of football I've seen Liverpool have. Convincing win. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted, lads. I wanted this from the get-go. I've not had a convincing win yet, and finally we get that. So I'm happy. I'm very happy. Can't complain. Gakpo through now. Are we gonna get a 6th? No, we don't, because the keeper claims it. Salah looks like he's coming under. Crazy. You can put Salah on now. I'm happy. Put McAllister on. Put all the players on. It doesn't matter. Game's not going to change now. Played Verts. Honestly, keep the same way. Play the same way. Sorry, play the same team against Brentford. Play the second half team against Brentford. 22 off at CK. Sorry, 22 off at CK. Salah on for CK, sorry. Salah on for CK. Gakpo's coming off as well for McAllister. 5-1 is insane though. I think Keys is moving on to the left. Moving off to the left, I think. Oh, McAllister. What a team. What a player, man. Not been at his best this season. Not been at his, honestly, consistent best that he's been last season. So, is Konate coming off as well? Joe Gomez. So, the only person I expect to come on. Konate off for Joe Gomez. Getting a well-deserved rest. After scoring this game. Gomez getting his touch. In early. Curtis Jones definitely should be a star for Liverpool this season. I think in the next game anyway, because he's been playing brilliantly so far. And even when he came in against Man United, played well as well. Robertson to Virgil van Dijk to Szoboszlai to Salah. Long ball at Salah. He's alone there. No handball. Referee's not giving a handball there. Virgil van Dijk to Robertson to Curtis Jones. Sorry about the yawn. Kind of name is Scary. Scary coming on for Nauf. Yeah, Frankfurt got some weird ass names, bro. Virgil van Dijk to Gomez to Verts. Looks like he's gonna play a full 90. I wonder why Rio and Gomez have been playing recently. Szoboszlai to Robertson to Virgil van Dijk. To Robertson. Ooh, Robertson loses the ball out there. KZ chases it down. He's offside there. Is he offside? Salah? He's offside, yep. KZ is offside. But honestly, this is what you need. We need the first man press. And that's what Keys is doing. Look what Keys is offering. Look what Keys is doing. Beautiful. This is what you love to see. If only the manager could see what Keys can offer, man. If only the manager could see what Keys can offer. Robertson. After all these signings, I think Kaiser is the one. I think Kaiser is the one that could start up top first, and TK can play off him. And I think we could start Gakpo, TK, Kaiser, and Salah. I think we could do that. And then Verts, Szoboszlai. Maybe drops Salah has to go to the bench. See what I mean? If you had Frimpong, it would have helped out if you played like that. That's what I would be thinking. Gomez to Virgil van Dijk. He goes along to Kiesa. Brilliant touch. Oh, he just loses out though. Tries to win it back. And Virgil van Dijk clears away for a Frankfurt throw. 5-1, lads. Put your head back. There we go. This is what we can do now. We can chill because it's 5-1. 5-1. I'm happy. No excuses. No bullcrap. Don't have to say yo. Liverpool lost five in a row. I'm happy, man. Frankfurt down the left hand side now. I think it's a bit too late, mate. Not long left to go of the game. 9 minutes to go. Chiesa. Who else but Chiesa to run back and win it for this team? Who else? Curtis Jones as well. What a player, man. Again, playing incredibly well for me today. Definitely Curtis Jones up there for man of the match. Up there, definitely. Oof. McAllister. Can you... He looks like he's playing in second gear though. What is he doing? I know it's 5-1, but chill out, bro. You're trying to win the ball back at least. Keep it tight, lads. Nice head away. Curtis Jones heads it away again. Chiesa. Come on. Go for the press, man. Ooh, they're through now. Frankfurt. Cutting in. Wow. Very unlucky. Should have scored that. Should have scored that. Is that save from this Philly? Robertson. Oh, Frankfurt playing some beautiful 1-2s in the middle of the park here. And it goes down. And then they're still playing it well there. Ooh, that's a horrible pass to, I think, from the number 9 there. But I don't know how to pronounce that name. Burkhardt. Robertson plays it, overcooked it a bit too much to Chiesa, I think that is. Gakpo. Does this change the way we play in the future? That's what I'm saying. Like this second half shows that we know what the right way of playing is. That's what we know. We've seen it. We've seen it now, and I know the right way. But Kaiser's just running the whole second half, man. Crosses it in, blocked though, and it goes to Salah now. Curtis Jones plays it back. It's definitely a right way of playing that Arne Slot surely has to find from this game. Just go back to basics. Pressing the right way, of course. Moving the ball. Look at least we're moving the ball through the lines. Shuffling the ball is important as well, but you can't forget the basics. Wow, that Frankfurt atmosphere is incredible. Look at the flags, look at the scarves out. Flags everywhere. You don't see that in England, do you? Robertson to Curtis Jones to Conor Bradley. Robertson to Gravenberch. Not Gravenberch. I'm saying Gravenberch, but injured. Virgil van Dijk to Robertson. Robertson to Chiesa, I think that is. What's that? Soboslai. He's offside there, Bradley. Chiesa playing that deep. I was thinking, what's going on there? Gomez wins the ball back. Caster passes it forward to Salah. No one's there with him, Salah. Salah's on his own. Plays it to Chiesa. Chiesa back to Salah. Oh, and he should be scoring that. Should be scoring that, man. Salah should be scoring that. But Salah on the form that he is now, to be honest, can't buy a vowel. Oh, is that Verts? Verts is onside there. Does brilliantly well to McAllister. Salah crosses it in. Oh, he should be scoring there, Curtis. I think that would have wrapped up his man of the match award. I think he would have got man of the match right there if he scored that goal. And he definitely should have scored that. Sorry, should have scored that chance. And he's offside. I think he's offside there. He's offside there, but he should have scored that. Ooh, man. 2 minutes left. I don't know why the referee gave 2 minutes. He should have just ended it there, I think. Heads it away, Van Dijk. Who wants a goal? Who wants one more goal? Salah. Great touch. He's on the run here. Does he want a goal? Nope. Of course he blazes it over the bar. Like he's used to so far this season. The referee. Oh. Soboslai just running. And the referee's not calling it here, innit? To Kiza. Kiza goes and shoots. Kiza goes and shoots. Of course, anyone's going to be shooting at 5-1. And that's it. Game over. Liverpool win 5-1. And Liverpool don't lose 5 games in a row. It's their first win in 5. So, who's not happy? Especially after that second half. That second half was very, very well improved throughout our disappointed season. Honestly, definitely the best half that we've had all season. Definitely the best half that we've had all season, I think. One of the top 3, I think. Probably up there with the Everton and I think Atletico Madrid in the first half was up there. So I think this game in general, in the first half didn't look too convincing that we'd be up. We were down early. And I think because of that, it didn't look a bit too convincing when he came back into 2 corners. And of course that Robertson TK goal, the Robertson long pass to TK. Just didn't look too convincing for me. But the second half was like night and day for me. The way we were playing. And guess who came on that second half? Federico Chiesa. It's like the fluidity in the attack looked like night and day. It changed. It completely changed. The way we played, I felt like we moved the ball quicker. We moved the ball a bit slicker. We had something about us that was not like us in the past how many games. Like we look like we know how to play football again. That's the main thing. We know how to play football again. That's what it looked like to me. So players like, of course, Hugo TK. We need to talk about him first. He has to be starting football games for Liverpool Football Club. He has to. There's no chance. There's no other choice for me. The guy has to be starting. I don't care whether it's Isak, whether it's Salah starting. I don't care who starts in general. If TK is there, TK has to be there. Someone has to give way for him. TK is the main number one. No one else can start over him for me. Then we can talk about the person that came on at half time. That pretty much changed the way we played. And I think it was Chiesa. Chiesa is literally our first press. He wins the ball. He does everything for us. He comes in deep. He can play. He can play. He has a great touch. What more do you want? What more do you want from a player that can sacrifice for this team? And I feel like every team that brought in big players, that are trying to mold all these players into a team, needs one player to sacrifice for the rest. And I think Chiesa can do that. Even though he's that good that he can play on his own as well. He's that good that he can score goals for us. He's that good that he just might be the glue for us. He just might be the glue for us, honestly. If Chiesa Chiesa should have been starting this game. There should have been no excuse for him to start this game. Came at half time, of course. Happy for him. But there should have been no excuse that he started this game. He didn't. And he still managed to play well, come out with a great game. Especially in that second half, of course, when he came on. Of Curtis Jones now. Curtis Jones. It's got to be starting over McAllister now. Now it's been said. I'm telling you, the guy has to be starting over Alexis McAllister. Alexis McAllister has done nothing this season to warrant starting for us. He has done nothing so far this season to warrant starting over Curtis Jones for me. Curtis Jones over the previous games has played well. McAllister has not played well once this season. He has not played well throughout the season. Sorry, you have to give away two. I think, me personally, you have to earn your place in the starting 11. And I think certain players have earned their place in the starting 11. Chiesa, TK, Curtis Jones have earned their place in the starting 11 in the next game. Wirtz, Szoboszlai as well. Definitely earning Wirtz earning his place definitely as well. He shouldn't be on the bench anymore. Definitely for sure. Definitely should be starting for Liverpool Football Club. One of these guys, whether it's Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, Wirtz starting, or whether you go with 4 attackers, it doesn't matter for me. These players should be starting. One of these players should be starting at least. If it's not McAllister, players that don't deserve to start for us. Mohamed Salah still not confident. Still clearly not confident. Isak still clearly doesn't look fit. And McAllister is not playing well. Robertson came in and calmed. I think after the first goal, you could probably blame him for the first goal. Because it's down his side. He probably should be locking up something. But he calms the team down. I feel like he's a calming presence. Still a calming presence. Still can calm that team down. The players show that. I feel like this is the especially in the second half. That is the way we should play going forward. The second half, the second half team, including of course Chiesa as well, should be playing against Brentford. Should be playing the next game. That's what I think. Should be playing the next game. That second half team should be playing the next game. That's all I'm saying. Salah can come off the bench. McAllister come off the bench. These players, maybe Isak as well. For me, players that deserve to start for us should be starting for us. That's all it is for me. As the game in a whole, first half, unconvincing, but we still were winning 3-1. Second half was much better. Much better in terms of the way we played. Much better. And 5-1, of course I'm happy, but you gotta look at context here. Frankfurt are awful defensively. One of the worst defensive sides in the Bundesliga. Pretty much one of the worst defensive sides in the Champions League now. So, gotta put things into context too. So, yeah, make sure you like, share, and subscribe if you want to see more of the analysis. Mohamed Salah, honestly, I don't think he'll start next game. Just like, share, and subscribe. If you want to see more football analysis, This is Straight From Musa.